question is, how many ways parameters can be passed to a function in C++? What are the ways? In C++ we can pass parameters to a function in 3 ways. That is, okay, let's write the question first. What are the ways in which parameters can be passed to a C++ function? One way is by value, pass by value. 2, pass by address. 3, by reference. Pass by value, pass by address, pass by reference. Let us see an example. There is a function f1, void f1, which takes two integers x, y and displays their sum. See out x plus y end line. This is one function. Another function is void f2. It takes address int star p1 int star p2. Suppose this prints product or subtraction, suppose. See out. Now it has to find the difference. What is the difference? Star P1 minus star P2 end line. So star P1 means it acts as the first variable, star P2 is second variable. So this difference it is printing out. Third way is F3 reference, int reference x, int reference y. See out star x, not star x, reference directly x and y. X star y end line. So either integers or references directly you can use x and y, whereas pointers you have to use star p1, star p2. So here it is int x, int y means the values are passed by copying values. So I will take an example here. Main, I think this is too far. Oh, where is the main? Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I will write a function here, main function. Now I am going to, okay, I have two variables, int a is equal to 100, okay, 200, int b is equal to 100. Now I will call f1 a comma b. f1 a comma b means this is integer, so this function is called. So here a is copied to x, a is copied to x, b is copied to y, and then call. So x, y are copies of a and b. This is called their values are passed. A and b values are passed. So now in this function can read the values of a and b, but cannot change the values of a and b, because if it changes x and y, suppose I put x is equal to 1000, y is equal to 2000, xy values are changed, but they are copies of this a and b, so a b values will not change. So in pass by value, so this is called pass by value. A and b values are passed, so this cannot change the values of a and b. Now second one, I am passing address of a and address of b here, ampersand a, ampersand b. Address of a is passed, address of b is passed, so that is this one. To receive the address of a, address of b, the parameters of this has to be pointers. So int star p1, int star p2, they will receive addresses. These should be pointers. So address of a is passed to p1, address of b is passed to p2. p1 contains address of a, p2 contains address of b. Now to use them you have to use star p1. Star p1 is a, star p2 is b, star p1 minus star p2 is a minus b. So that's what it is done. But in this, so this is called pass by address. Pass by address. The address of a and b are passed and they are received by pointers. You have to use int stars here. Now here we can not only read the values of a and b, but even can modify it. Because if I say star p1 is equal to 1000, then the value of a is set to, this will change a to 1000. Similarly, star p2 is equal to 2000 means y, that is b is set to 2000. So in this case, that is pass by address, we can not only read the values, we are passing the addresses to that. So we can not only read these values of a and b, but we can also modify it. Now the third is reference. Reference also we pass only variables. So f a comma b. Okay, this is f1, this is f2, this is f3. So f3 a comma b. So here I am using this one, pass by reference, because here it uses references. I am passing reference of this to that. So this is a reference and this is b reference. So a b passing means their references are copied here and they are used. So to use them, they simply use xy only, because they are references. They don't have to use addresses or star, nothing. Directly use xy. So x star y is use the product. But here you can see, while calling, whether you are passing copies or references, there is no difference in the calling. Here also a comma b, here also a comma b. So this is passed by reference. While calling, there is, you can't find out the difference, f1 a comma b, f2 a comma b. This is passed by value, this is passed by reference, still there is no difference while calling. But in this case, that is passed by reference, we can not only read, we can also modify. If you say x is equal to 1000, then a is changed to 1000. If you say y is equal to 2000, then b is changed to 1000. If you change x, a is changed, to change B, Y, B is changed. This is what is called pass by reference. So in the first case, pass by value is only reading. You cannot modify these things. Whereas pass by address, pass by reference, you can read as well as write. So first two, that is pass by value and pass by address, are there in C, and C++, this one came, that is pass by reference, and this is preferable because you don't have to pass address, and here you don't have to use star additional. It is a simpler way. But the only thing is, unless you want to change this, suppose you are passing now constant, some reference, now this can modify it, there is a risk. If you want to modify these things through that, fine. But if you don't want to modify, still you want to use reference, still you can do that. You can say constant, const, here also use constant. Both use prefix, both the parameters with constant. Then that means this reference is constant, this reference, you can only read them, you cannot modify them. That way you can do. So this is what is called all the three ways of passing parameters.